Hi, my microphone is muted. I'm having a great morning. How are y'all doing? Not quite live yet, technically. I mean, I am, but I'm setting things up still. So, still in the preparation phase, but I figured I'd show this off while I was waiting. So, I'm gonna leave this for a minute and I'm not gonna leave this. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. Double checking like all of my other stuff on this didn't randomly raise the volume again. And I'm just gonna let it do its little spiel first. Having the bright lights above my
I,
head,
Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament.
So, this is
Hereby
a
revoke
game
all
that I
wills
consider
and
to be utter
codicils
frustration,
heretofore
considering it's
made by me.
published in part by a group called Raw Fury. That seems pretty accurate.
I give
There's
and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones, son of my dear niece, Mary
maybe a few hours
Matthews,
into it,
all of my rights,
and still have
title,
gotten
and
nowhere
interest in,
very
and
fast.
to the house
So,
and land which I own near Mount Holly.
see how this goes. But this
The
is
above provision and bequest
fun
is
as much as it's
contingent
frustration.
on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering
To
the location
be fair,
of the 46th
though,
room
if I was a
of
person
my
being given
45-room
access to
estate.
a house
The location
like
of the room
this,
has been kept
with a
secret
room that
from
supposedly
all
doesn't
staff
exist
and
because
servants
there's
of the manor.
45 rooms in
But
the entire
I am
state.
confident that any
I
heir
doubt
worthy of the
very much
Sinclair
that this is
legacy
legitimate.
should have no trouble
go forward.
uncovering its
I like how
whereabouts
they show you
in
courtyard
a
very tall.
timely manner.
Obviously, meeting room, like, you have to
Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will,
So this
then
is a fresh
gift
save. This is
shall
not the save that I've been playing. The save that I've been playing.
in witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 8th day of March, 1993.
I figured out nothing else
Herbert S.
except
Sinclair.
the garage and all that exist. For a character, your character is very, adorable and young. Adorable and young is a great way to put it. Okay. Well, that little introduction is out of the way. I'm coming back to here. I still haven't figured out exactly where I'm placing my camera on this game yet, so we'll figure that out. That's just because I hit the button way too fast. So, yeah, I'm gonna play the blueprints today. For whatever reason, I apparently have the desire to be completely frustrated and at odds with myself. I have no idea why I actually decided I was gonna play this particular game in question, aside from the fact that at the time when I had originally started playing it, I was having a lot of fun with it, as much as I was having frustration. I haven't touched it in about a week, so that should tell you how long that fun and frustration lasted. So this is my motivation to actually try it. It is way too bright in my space. I might turn off the overhead light, because I feel like I am dying of brightness. So one sec. Oh, my eyeballs thank me. My eyeballs thank me so much. They don't hurt. That's good. I had that on because I needed to see what I was crocheting at the time. because I'm crocheting for funsies. I do this while I watch videos and stuff. So, just gonna give it like another minute, and boop, boop. Okay. Let's put the camera in the lower left, like I was doing, and if there's stuff that's like interesting in the lower left, then I will remove that out. But yeah, this is a fun puzzle game. Fun is relative, obviously. This is our lovely map of 45 rooms, and we need to get there, and that is basically impossible to get to. So, you know, wonders of wonders, will they never cease? Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy. You know, I actually wonder how old this character is, because this character still looks like a young boy, to be honest. And I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you're fully aware of my last wishes, which is absolutely insanity, and all the details of the quest. Yeah, no shiz. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. You know, I have questions about this man and his idea of what is good and what is not. With that said, there are a few ground rules, of which I consider complete and absolute nonsense, but whatever. No tools or items being brought onto the estate. Rude. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. Fair. You may not stay overnight. That's also fair. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations are proven impediment. They do, but okay. But it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me with a home for the last half-century. Even I am uncertain of which room lies any particular door. Yeah, this is basically the Winchester Mansion meets a random number generator meets magic. It's insane. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. Which is also kind of stupid. But not really. I mean, it's clever. It's smart. Every time I start this game, I start on the right. So I guess I will go to the right. Right away, I can do the closet, or the hallway, or the bedroom. Let's just get the closet out of the way. Ooh! Lucky charm. Okay. I got the rabbit's foot, which makes it a greater chance of finding items. I do appreciate the rabbit's foot. Let's make this the hallway then. And doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked, which is part of the reason why I always start on the right. And the other reason is because I just like going to the right. It's my primary hand. Let's see. Not the pantry, that's going to lead me to a dead end. I can do the spare room or a corridor. Let's do the spare room. Okay, so I can do the den, which would be great. That gives me 3 directions. Let's do the den. And then I get a gem. Look at how pretty it is in here. Oh, that actually moves. I did not realize that actually moves. That's cool. Huh. Not accurate to the current time, but still. Would have been cool if that pulls from like the computer time, the PC time, and it's adjusted accordingly, but oh, these all move. I never noticed that before. They're all moving. Okay. case? No. I'm not seeing anything else in this room. Okay. Alright, so let's see. We've got the nook, which is going to lead me into nothing. The bedroom, which is also going to lead me into nothing. And the pantry. The nook will at least give me another key. Alright, we're going to put in the bedroom. It's out of the way, which means I'm going to lose its benefit, but I don't care at this point. And the bedroom has nothing. Okay. Greetings from Reddington. I wish I could flip this over and there'd be like secrets on the other side, but no, you can't. I like secrets in games. I like uncovering the secrets in games. Pretty picture. I'm presuming this is the grandmother or grand aunt. Yep, and go board. Okay. Alright, well let's just go up on this side then. I can dead end it into a kitchen or storeroom. Go to the parlor and do the puzzle. Or dump the kitchen and get some food and coins. I think I'm just gonna drop the storeroom. That's at least good stuff. It's usable. It's pretty in there. Alright, we're gonna be on sort of the West Hall side. You know what, let's make it another corridor. Sure. Just things unboxed all over the place, okay. What are you gonna give me? The West Hall or 2 bedrooms. We're gonna do West Hall, because otherwise I'm gonna be locked out. Okay. Parlor, nook, or bunk room. We're doing parlor. I'm going to open the parlor up, and I will come back to that. It's going to negate my finding items. I don't quite like that. Sure, let's drop the guest bedroom here. Because that'll give me plus 10 steps. Ooh, keycard. That's good. Okay. So keycards will be useful. Let's see. Oh yeah, Sinclair just wanted to write you. So this is about the billiard room puzzle, which is an interesting puzzle. Just wanted to write you a quick note. Thank you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time in the home with Lord Evanson, whose particular personality somewhat made by your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. I like how they phrase this. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. So people know this house is weirdly magical and changes shape and design. Okay. But retiring a floor plan, so like apparently the owner, your great uncle, is able to build up floor plans and then retire them. So things change and they're not ever stable. It's fair. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard. Oh, I read that. It was always worth the wait, though. I always enjoy the mathematical puzzles and appreciate that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Which is cool. Maybe I should play Minecraft next. Alright, let's just real quick knock out this one door that's gonna go to nowhere. Just in case it gives me like an item or something. Didn't I already craft it? Oh, I didn't craft the nook. I crafted the storeroom. Alright, let's toss in the lavatory. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is going to have literally nothing. It's just a point of frustration. Yeah, point of frustration room. Red rooms, I absolutely hate. I know you're supposed to hate them, but still. Okay, parlor game. Here's my key. So, great honor, receive invitation with the Oldhams. It's been quite a while since we've been decent society, blah blah blah, worried the most, what is less charmed. These are all high society people, which is crazy, but I mean, your title is the Blueprints, so I can kind of understand it. We both spent much of that evening discussed our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I mentioned you rather singular parlor game, which the details are in the letter. So there will always be at least one box. Is this true? There's always at least one box which is lying, and only one box has the prize within, the other two are empty. This is actually in the grand scheme of things, fairly easy game. I just want to double check there's nothing else in here, because sometimes you hide things, game. But no. So, black box says the gems are in the true box. There's only one box in this room. Well, that's the lie. There are 4 boxes in this room. That's also a lie. So the gems are in the true box. It's going to be this one. And I will suddenly have 4 gems. Yay! That was really easy. The game is trying not to be cruel to me. Alright, well, we don't want to do the wine cellar because that's just going to kill my ability to do anything. So, hi, Mike! Can't do anything in this room because I haven't gotten to rank 9. Chapel's gonna suck. The mailroom is useful, but that would end my run. I guess I will do chapel. Nothing worthwhile. Ooh, there's money in the chapel. You don't see that often. I usually don't find money in here. That was a nice surprise. Oh, no, go have dinner. Lurk to your heart's content. But definitely, food is good. Well, this run is over. Because this is gonna put me into a wall. So, we'll just do yoink. We'll just do yoink. So, this says, for 50 steps, 5 apples, which are at 2. So that's 10. 5 bananas, which I think bananas give you 3. So that's 15. So 25. Which means 5 oranges give you 5. That's crazy. Orange is the better fruit. Dang. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to call it a day. It's a quaint little cottage in design. You don't get to fill up rows like that often, so that's fun. Save and continue. And this is what I mean by this is a point in frustration. Do I love it? Yes. Do I want to sometimes throttle the game? Oh, yes. Very much so. Because you're not going to get it on the first try. I think I got to rank 8 on my very, very first run. I have no idea how. It was amazing. I loved it, but I wasn't able to go any further. Alright, we're just gonna grab the closet again. Get my 2. Ooh, reroll. Yay, I can reroll. That's useful. Do pantry this time. Is there anything else interactable in here? Oh, acid reflux. That's absolutely fun. Did not need that today. Let's see. We'll toss in the bedroom on this one. Better positioned bedroom, in fact. Ooh, car keys. Nothing else new in here? No? Okay. I can't interact with you? No. There's very few things you can interact with. Which is a little bit sad. Okay. Bathroom, lavatory, hallway. We'll do hallway. Turn that one into the den. Huh, different time. Interesting. I thought the time would be the same every time you come in, but no. Let's see. Drawing room, corridor, parlor. Let's toss down the corridor, because maybe I can get like the breaker box or the coat check. Or a storeroom. Which will be useful. There we go. You know, I still haven't figured out what these drawings are supposed to be, because it shows the number 10 and a thing. So I don't quite know what this means. But it's the same symbol they use in the code check, so. Okay. Alright, let's just go straight up. Ooh, I can get the greenhouse. I've never gotten the greenhouse before. What's in the greenhouse? This is new. Oh! That's where the broken lever goes. Huh. Hello. I'm guessing your name is Lared Finesse? I am not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, but hi, this is... Ooh, yay, that's useful. I'm playing a game called The Blueprints because it is interesting. Trees found inside will never shade. The gems that shine in the night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coin. So toss away these sheets. You find a worthy trade. Hamama? This is the second time I found one of these sheets and I have no idea what they're from. Oh, well, welcome from Little Monsters server. I've never any idea what these sheets are about or they're from, but this one has a number 5 at the top. I don't think I ever noted down the last sheet I actually found. So I am going to just really quickly open my notebook and make some scribbles because useful. I would take a screenshot, but screenshots for some reason don't work on my desktop when I have games open. So let's see. It says 5 and then let's see, so trees found inside will never shade. No idea if the clue is literally the word sheets. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters. Let's see. The gems that shine in night and rain. The clue you hold cannot be paid with gems nor coin. So toss away these sheets. You find a worthy trade. Huh. I really want to know what these sheets are up about. Because there's one in the, I think the mail room is where I found the other one. But I don't know what they are about. you do absolutely nothing. Good. Just a bunch of empty planter boxes that I can't mess with. Okay. Dig spot, but I don't have a shovel. I now, however, have a hammer, so that's useful. Alright. Okay, so I can do secret passage, I can do courtyard. Secret passage is straightforward. Courtyard is another green space, though. Let's do courtyard. I like green spaces, and sometimes you can find things like chests in them, or other items. Ooh. Normal key and a... Oh, just 2 normal keys. I thought that was a silver key. I thought it was a special key. It's not. Alright, so 1 big spot here. Cool. Can't do cloister, spare room, or nook. Let's do spare room. I'll use one of my keys. Why did my watch buzz? Oh. What the heck is the aquarium? Whatever. Chapel, parlor. Chapel. Maybe I'll get lucky and there'll be money in here again. There was that last time, which had never happened before. Nope, no monies. Pity. Okay. Yeah, this door I want to go through. So I can do drawing room. Let's do... Oh, you need a gem suit. Do I want to bother re-rolling? Yes, I do. What are you gonna give me? Boudoir, dining room. There we go, dining room will work. That'll allow me to fill this one in with hopefully a 1 room, like the guest bedroom. Anything useful in here still? No, just the thing. Okay. Nothing useful. Cool. Well, that's useful. Let's drop the terrace out. Ooh, banana. Okay, nothing else out here. Alright, so I guess we'll just, I think what I'm gonna do is make my way back to the entrance hall and travel up from down there, see what I can get done. Dark room, nook, or parlor. Let's do parlor, just because a lot of these rooms are going to require gems. And parlor puzzle is thankfully so easy that I can get it done pretty quick. Let's see. Blue box contains the gems. This box is the oh, that's a lie. This box is the white box. That's also a lie, so the black box has to be telling the truth, which means the blue box contains the gems. Yay. I like puzzles. A little sad when they're so easy like that, though. Alright, we'll do cloister. Let's see. Let's do this room. I I can do the patio or a nook, which will give me keys. Let's do the nook, because that'll give me keys. Because this west side has keys, and that was an alert for follow or subscriber. That's a follow. Thank you for the follow, Lord Vanessa. I appreciate that. I was trying to figure out where that was showing up on my thing. Can I get to the thing over there? No, that's nothing. That's just a random book. Okay. There's nothing over here? No. Okay. Let's see. I could do the office, which has the opportunity for that. I can do a key. Ooh, servants' quarters. Let's do that. That's useful. I've never actually been in this room before, too, so that's cool. Hartley, I know we spoke often of this day, and I don't think there's anything I can say of the past 40 years that I haven't already attempted to tell you. Numerous times in the past, half-stated gratitude always interrupted with tactful and polite repudiations from you. I'd always known this final letter would give me the perfect opportunity to finally express myself uninterrupted by you and unfettered by social graces, but I do feel the inclination to say aloud what has always been unsaid between us. That is a lot of big words. That is a lot of big words. Okay. With my passing, I release you from your post and service to the Sinclair family. Oh, this is from the old man. Okay, that explains a lot. In service to the Sinclair family, and implore you to live the remainder of your years on your own terms, as scary and unfamiliar of a concept as that may be to you. Condescending much? Besides, I think a more junior valet will be better situated to meet the needs of young Master Simon. To that end, if you wish, you may stay long enough to oversee the training and establishment of your successor in their post, but as soon as he or she has the lay of the land, my instructions for you to quit must be satisfied. Ignoring what I imagine your objections might be after reading this, I have decided to leave the lake house in Trinsdale to you and your family. My lawyers have all the details, and the gift will be contacting you shortly about the particulars. For the past 4 decades, you have served willingly as the subject and victim. Well, that is a great phrasing. To my many whims, games, and riddles. And so rest assured, unlike my nephew, you will not be put to yet another challenge to prove yourself worthy in this matter. The house is yours without strings or stipulations. Wow! Great Uncle Herbert is an ass! I had for a time gleefully entertained the notion of employing Anne as the new house manager of your new residence, but I knew the humor of such a prank would entirely be lost on you, to say nothing of her, until we meet again, my friend. Wow. Okay. Herbert, I hope you enjoy your stuff. Ooh. There are 12 major keys? Okay. That's interesting. I'm just gonna make a quick note. Servants' quarters. 12 major keys? Question mark? I don't know what that's all about, but okay. I just have more keys. I have a lot of keys. I have enough keys that if I got the Great Hall, I'd be happy. Okay. No, we're gonna do the Cloister next. So, this room. Let's see. Breaker box is not worth it. Boudoir or billiard room's gonna go into a wall, so we'll do boudoir. 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 That's on the floor. That's usually not on the floor. Okay. Words. I still have yet to figure out what this is supposed to indicate. I think this is this room, and it's something about this thing that I still do not have the key to open. There's a code. I don't know what the code is. Okay. Well, that is a work in frustration of finding. Eventually I'll figure out the safe code. in another game, I guess. Conference room. Yeah, let's do conference room. Had nothing spread here. Yeah, so this is just about spreading things into the house. $9083. Is that the code to the Cinco safe? Let's try that real quick. 9083. Don't think I trust that, because I think I remember there's something about, like, the red members are lying. Nope, that's not it. Okay, well, I don't know if that's a legit code or if that's a lying code. But, you know, better safe than sorry, I guess. Except that it took footsteps. Okay, let's see. I can do Observatory, West Hall. Let's do West Hall, because that's going to give me more doors. Use the key. A dark room, bedroom, aquarium. Do the bunk room. It's a gerbil friend. I like gerbil friends. They're nice. Ooh, 2 bananas. That's 6 steps. That's good. Anything worthwhile? Anything else? No? Yes, yes, no, no, just gerbil friend and a bunch of horrifically racist stereotype stuff? Okay. Boots? Boots are not clickable. Camp Colonel. Okay. Then we'll go this way. Alright, so either I do Maid's Chambers, where I'm going to have less likely to find items lying around, which is a point of frustration. Lavatory or Breaker Box. Fine, we'll do Maid's Chambers. I've gotten quite a lot of items. Ooh, what's this say? The day we all dreaded has finally arrived. It is with unprecedented sadness that we inform you of the death of benefactor, employer, and master, the Baron of Mount Holly, H.S. Sinclair. Any staff who have an interest in attending the services may contact Mrs. Babbage. In following the instructions left by the Baron himself, effective immediately, all work at Mount Holly is suspended. All live-in staff will have 1 month paid leave and must vacate the premises by November 6th. Because apparently this is being done by your lonesome with no approval from any other person. Okay, so I can either put in a secret passage, which will just go straight to the chapel, which is a pity, wine cellar, or the dark room. Let's toss in the secret passage, because apparently I can go to a room color of my choice, but I don't think it's going to bypass the room color that already exists. Let's do Halls of Holly. Yeah, you're just going to open straight into the... Okay. Well, I've reached myself an end, because I can't go any further. How in the heck did I manage to fill out 4 rows completely? That's insane. Right. That's going to be the day. Wow, I made a garden inn because 4 green rooms and 7 bedrooms. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, the maze chamber counts as bedroom. Okay. That was actually surprisingly not bad. So I need the greenhouse, apparently. Which I did not know. I have no idea what the other rooms are that I'm going to need either. I know there's the Great Hall, which has a bunch of keys, which I'm actually curious as to why. The greenhouse. But in order for the greenhouse, you need the broken off lever. You have to find that. which is the downside of that. And the thing that's not been clear to me is if I have to, when you get everything, if the room requirements to open the doors, if you have to hit all 3 levers or just only 2 levers. The corridor. Yeah, the days go by really fast in this game. Ooh, billiard room. I didn't even pay attention to what I picked up. Okay. Math puzzle! 15. So 4 plus 10 is 14. Where's 14? 14. 18 minus 4. 14. 17 minus 3. 14. 5 times 2 is 10. 20 minus 18 is 2 times 6 is 12. Where's 12? Ooh, keycard. Alright, I guess I'll do spare room. Hallway. Let's see. Courtyard. Oh, gem requirement. Shoot. Fine, guest bedroom. Garage keys. Okay. Car keys. I am actually going to go back this way and just open those other doors. Let's see. Drawing room, breaker box. Let's put the breaker room up. I don't think there's anything in there, yeah, so I'm not going to go in there. Bedroom, commissary, pantry. Do bedroom. Anything in here? Ooh, gem. This one's turning out to be rather terrible. Let's do den. West Hall. We'll do storeroom. No items in here. What's... Ooh! What is this? Battery pack. Oh, okay. What can I use a battery pack on? That's new. Coat check, dining... Well, this is going to be a dining room. This coat check's a dead end. Can't interact with those, yeah. Garage, chapel, or... we'll do chapel. Any monies over there? No. Anything over here? No. No. Okay. Okay. Boudoir, kitchen. I've got no money, so there's not really a point to the kitchen, so we'll do the boudoir. Boudoir? 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 Boudoirs? Board something? Words I cannot express. Security is a 3-room door. Parlor's gonna just be dead end, so we'll do security. And do we have a key card? We do. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, you get cutscene first time you walk into the security room. My mind has been associated with Sims so much lately that having puzzle brain is not working very well right now. Been too much into my micromanaging. My Sims content. Hi, welcome to the stream. This is puzzles. I like puzzles. This is also frustration. Ooh, music room. Oh, is that what the sheets are for? Is there an actual music room? Why have I never found a music room? Oh, that would be so important. So yeah, blue memo's true, red memo's lies. So the 9083 is a lie. Okay, so like this is a lie. The antechamber has been unlocked, which is not true. This is this thing which has a passcode. I know this passcode because I found it in a different playthrough. Let's see. Keycard access. Security doors more likely to appear in the higher ranks of the estate. Okay. Well, I'm gonna change that. Yes. Keycard system. Keycard system settings. Security level is going to be high because I have a keycard. Offline mode. We'll just change that to unlocked, just as a safety setting. Let's see. Return to security menu. I don't think there's anything I can do by logging into the network right now. Okay, all I can go is this direction. There's no toys. Toys or items over there? No. Not over here? No. Okay. I like that you show up on the screen in various positions. But I didn't know there was a music room. Ooh, and that looks like a library. Oh, there's something shiny there. I haven't found that yet. And a vault? I'm sorry, there's a vault? I've been to the wine cellar before. But a vault? Okay. That's the... Okay, that's the closet. This is the, whatever the spare thing is where you find a bunch of stuff. Nursery, I have been to the nursery. There's an interesting book there. What room is that? Like a museum or something? And the pool room. I still don't know what I'm supposed to do with the pool room, but there's something you can do with the pool room apparently. Is that like a ballroom? Ooh, and what is that? And I don't recognize that room either up there. Okay, so there's a couple of rooms here that show that I haven't seen before. That's cool. Yes, use key. Let's see. I can do conference room, drawing room. Let's do conference room. This is where my key cards come in handy. Ooh, that's cool. Let's see. Parlor, which is going to go up. Laboratory. Ugh. The kitchen, which goes down. Just because I have all this extra space down here that I haven't been able to utilize, so... And did that just, like, drop down? That did. That is so weird. I have no money with which to order things. I was trying to see if there's any other stuff here. There isn't. let's see. Well, that can just end in a lavatory, closet, or the maid's chambers. We're gonna do closet. Another key and a dice. So reroll chance. What's on the menu? Beef banana stew. It's only if you hit rank 8 or rank 9 you can get access to that. Okay. So that memo's a lie. Use the key. Parlor, bunk room, pantry. We'll do parlor. Just because this will give me gems. Supposedly the puzzle gets harder the number of times you have to do it, but I don't care. Black, the box that claims to be black has the gems. Well, that doesn't claim to be black. It is black. This box is blue. This is the black box. So these are both lies. That's telling the truth, which, if this is telling the truth, the box that claims to be black has the gems, so it should be in the blue box. Fingers crossed in the blue box. Yes! Blue box. Oh, this is my last key. Okay, so I can do the workshop. The dark room, which will give me 3 directions, but I won't be able to see them. Actually, I can, because I can go back to the utility closet. That is a long way to go back. I will do it, though. Because the power goes out, but if I go back, which is this way. And okay, back this way. Haven't gotten food yet. Back this way. Through the... Ooh! Did not see that. Trunk is locked. Dang it, I thought I had the sledgehammer. I did not have the sledgehammer. This is very unfortunate. Anything of note in here? Nope, just the paint buckets and some pretty drawings. Okay. We're gonna turn back on the dark room. Cabinet. Oh, I hope I have enough footsteps to get all the way through. Back. This might be a instance where I run out of footsteps. I mean, it's not a bad instance to be on, but still. Now, I don't know if this is going to bypass the fact that you're not supposed to be able to see what you draft in this room, but we'll see. Okay, now is there anything I can pick up in here? Now that I turned on the lights. I mean, aside from looking at all the photographs, because there's a lot of photographs. Print notes. HS has requested another print of the ladyship, I assume for one of her rooms in the West Wing, as well as an enlarged print of the enclosed photograph. He said the last development was too dark to keep an eye on that. Yeah, so that's the lady. And this is a apple orchard. So I've done an exploration of the grounds, which you can see where your tent is, which is really cool. It takes like 5 steps to get to your tent though, which sucks. But this is a really cool place, and I want to know what it means. I want access to it. But Ooh, I got lockpicks. Okay. But I have yet to be able to figure out how to get access to it. There is like more missing pieces to that puzzle than I have. Yes, it does bypass. Oh, thank heavens. Greater chance of finding green rooms. Okay. Sure, let's do that. Sledgehammer. And food is in the dinner space, so it's 8. Perfect. Perfect. So I can actually go back and get whatever the meal is. Where is that? That is going to be down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. Oh, it's gonna take a lot of steps. 7, 8 steps to get back to the den. Where the smashy thing is. Alright, so just to be quick about it. We're gonna quickly. Oh, you. Rudeness. Okay. There's one more door over there I can do if I come back here after grabbing the food. That may have a key. Ooh. Wait, that's coat closet. I fucked up. I messed up. Shoot, I might not have the steps now. Food. Glorious meal. 20 steps plus 10 additional steps if you have the... I don't have the boiler room in my house, I'm sorry. But it'll put me 20 steps. Okay, so they'll get me back to 26. Okay. And then I'll just need to waste 4 steps to get the thing in the den, which may have a key. The sledgehammer. Yes, key. Good. Okay. Key will save me some. Any other things? No, nothing else. Okay. Key will at least save me some grace, so I can open that other door. Let's see what type of rooms I'll get in there. This way. This way. This way. Use key. So that's gonna get me courtyard furnace. Okay, that's new. I don't think I want furnace this close to the antechamber. Oh yes, reroll dice. Okay. Shovel! Shovel, my beloved. Pebbles. That's not helpful. Coins! Give me something good! More coins. Okay, well, that's all not helpful. Where's the kitchen? Actually, not too far from here. I can go back to the kitchen and buy a bunch of food. Let's open this up. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Commissary. Alright, we're gonna do this one just because it has the doors. Oh, that's the room I was seeing. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna go back this way to buy things from the kitchen. Because I have monies to do that, so I can get some more steps. Let's see, a club sandwich will give me, it costs 8. It'll give me 15 steps. 5 steps for every green room in your plus 5. Okay. I have 2 green rooms. That's 10 steps. So 15 steps versus 10 steps. And I can only get one of these. So if I do 10 and then what? 6, that's gonna put me at 16, whereas I can only get 150. Okay. So chef salad and 2 bananas. Yeah. Okay. That's good. We're gonna go through the courtyard. I want to see what's in this room. This room's... I've never been in this room. Okay, secure what's this? August 22, 85. Marigold wins Herald Literary Honor. Popular children's writer Marian Marigold adds yet another feather to her scholastic cap when she discovered on Thursday that her picture book, Swimbird, had been chosen as the Herald Literary Medal Illustrated Book of the Year. This is Marigold's second time winning this prestigious honor. The previous medal was, of course, her debut effort. She was no stranger to the public eye even before her literary success. The niece and closest living relative of Baron H.S. Sinclair, Mary began using Marigold as a pen name to free her from the political associations one might make with the Sinclair family. So this is the niece. Probably your mother? January 27, 86. Swimbird author considered herself a success. By Gail Hermes, Herald staff writer. She confided, my son was the one who actually got me to start writing. I'd always challenged myself to never tell him the same story twice at bedtime. Oh, this might be main character's mother. And so we ran out of books we owned. My imagination had taken over from there. Marigold has elaborated the previous interviews that her debut book, Red Prince, is based on her son and his inflexible love of the color red. Huh. A statement that has been held with much skepticism by the many pundits that viewed the book as a rather thinly veiled political critique of the Royalist Party and their unwavering blind loyalty to the throne. Published and author detained by Red Guard questioned. November 11th, 86. Caleb Manning and his publisher Philip White were 2 of 3 dozen names that appeared on a leaked dossier naming them a person of interest in the Trinsdale bombing that killed 4 people last Tuesday. Although no group has come forth to officially take responsibility of the attack, it is widely believed by authorities to be the work of the insurgent group RLCF, who also call themselves the Children of Blackwater. The Ruffington Press was quick to dismiss the rumors in a statement released Friday, maintaining that popular author and Mr. White were simply victims of an unfortunate happenstance, whatever that means. This would not be the first time that publishing houses defended a rogue employee. A few years ago, an associate with the editor with the company was arrested for criminal conspiracy. The charges were later dropped. Marigold drops publisher. Local author and popular personality Marian Marigold has announced a split with her long-term publishing partner Ruffington Press, citing for personal reasons. The announcement came after the arrest last week of fellow author and colleague Caleb Manning, whom Marigold had past referred to as her mentor, friend, and confidant. Marigold is the 3rd prominent writer to distance themselves from the publisher this week. Manning and White at press function was seen at the corner suspicious bag under the wave down a local man. This is the 3rd major incident last year. It is anticipated charged by the Crown. Manning was the last. The trial begins on Tuesday, expected to last up to something with grand treason. No trace is discovered of Cinca Eris, but search continues. Mary Matthew Jones, the author and illustrator whose fanciful stories are written under the pen name Marian Marigold, was last seen by close friend around 3:45 p.m. Friday, getting into a carriage after a late luncheon date at the 100 Bells Tea Room in Trinsdale. Mrs. Jones never arrived home and the carriage driver cannot be located. Family and local authorities are very concerned but have not deemed the case foul play. It's an out-of-character incident at this point and we are seeking information. Did Simon's mother go missing? Oh, okay. Priceless jewels stolen in dramatic royal museum heist. Thieves in the Royal Capital Fen areas have broken into one of the Crown's fabled closed exhibits. These lavish rooms have historically been reserved exclusively for... There's a lot here! Holy shit! Use of the aristocracy and high peerage, and access has never been granted to those outside of noble circles, at least not until today, as local police and forensic experts have been spotted in virtually every corner of the museum grounds, dredging for clues. The museum authorities said that they were alerted to the middle of the night by reports of several masked intruders seen breaching the south wall and brandishing firearms. The intruders broke into the museum, subdued the royal guard, and disabled the security system. By the time militia arrived on the scene, the burglars had simply vanished. Although an official registry of the lost jewels was not publicly announced, among the treasure artifacts rumored to be stolen is the renowned ruby crown of Orienda Ares, The priceless crown jewel whose material worth pales in comparison to the historic value. If rumors are true, the evidence may suggest that the theft was politically motivated. Okay. That was a lot. That was a whole lot. My brain is kind of a little bit going, mama. Alright. Let's do the lockpicks. Ooh. Drawing room, archive floor plan. I'll do the archive floor plan once you open. Damn. I got myself with that one. Ooh, sweet. Key. Nothing else in here? Just a bunch of wine, this coat of arms. Okay, yeah. Commissary locksmith, which will sell me keys, but that'll actually pretty much lock me out. Do the archive floor plan again. Oh, I've locked myself out. Essentially, by doing that. Okay. I can't get to that other side at all now, but that's okay. Maid's chamber, commissary, or an archive floor plan. We'll do the other archive floor plan. This is the bunk room. Okay, so just 2 sets of coins. Anything else? Nope, okay. Alright. What do you give me? Another key. Oh, sweet. Ooh, another dirt pile. What do you give me? A rock. Okay. Let's just do the walk-in closet just to get it out. Because I'm locked out of everywhere else as it is. This is gonna end this run here, which is fine. I'm just curious as to what items there are. Oh, cupcake gives me +10. That draws northern floor plans. There's a gem. And a key. Okay, well, just to finish it out, was there another green room I had? Oh, it was just those two? Okay, then yeah, that's gonna be the end of the day. So, not a bad group of stuff. Although I don't know what the battery pack is for. I have to remember the battery pack exists for the future. I like how it's like West Wing favored. Yeah, because I had no luck on the East Wing. Thank you. Oh, that's hilarious. West Wing favored. Mount Holly, west facing inn. Yeah, okay. I had 9 new rooms that I found. It took 90 steps that time. Dang, that is a lot of steps. Rank reached 9, yeah, because I got all the way up to the antechamber level. Okay. Alright. That is actually where I'm going to end this particular stream. Thank you all for joining me for the blueprints, which has been an utter delight and frustration in multiple ways. Even now, still, it is an utter delight and frustration of a game. Absolutely enjoy it. I still haven't figured out any length of the story about it, or any answers to any of the puzzles except for the garage. I know how to do the garage. That's it. I've unlocked the garage and unlocked the outdoor garden shed, tool shed, basically, after the garage. That's the only thing I've actually figured out in this game at this point. I have not figured out any other puzzles, any other answers, aside from the fact that I can apparently turn on the lights in the dark room, which bypasses the not being able to see anything draft, and the ability to manipulate the security doors, which is really fun. Yeah, it's not something... It is not easy to beat this game or to find the answers. You really just gotta run through the days sometimes. So, thank you for joining me. And you guys have a great rest of your day.